What's up guys, Rick here, and in this video we will be diving in Achieve by Petra. Now it's Achieve. Achieve is an investment app in Ghana that helps people or enables people to use their mobile phones to send money to the app, and it's invested and returns will grow. As a freelancer, you need to make your money work for you. You need to have something to back up the inconsistencies in earnings, and investment is a perfect thing. I've been getting into investment more, lots of research, but in this video let us dive into Achieve. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. I know I've been away for a while, but I'm back now, and let's get straight into it. No need to talk. Like, subscribe, it helps a lot. It helps build the channel. What is Achieve? Achieve is a digital investment and savings platform backed by Petra Securities. Now, why did I trust Achieve? Why did I take the plunge into investment even though I was skeptical about the whole investment space? Well, Petra owns Achieve, and Petra I trust. My previous job, I used to pay social security payments to Petra. I've been to their office before and I've had no issues with them, so I trusted Petra. So as soon as I saw Achieve and Petra, I was like, okay, this is lining up. It is aligning. The stars are aligning. So I invested, and I don't have many bad things to say. It's a very convenient app, and we'll get more into it. Now, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just using my perspective. Everything I say is from my experience, and my experience you can use to learn, but I'm not a financial advisor, so that is the disclaimer. Now let's dive into this tool much more. Achieve has investment packages that you can invest in. There are some that are low risk, the others that are medium risk and high risk. Achieve gives you the opportunity to invest in each of these. As you know, the higher the risk, the higher the potential reward, and the higher the potential losses. The lower the risk, the lower the reward, but you are secured. So let's start with all the packages, and we'll start with my favorite, Digisave. That's my favorite package. Digisave. This is a mutual fund savings and investment product backed by Blackstone investors. The money is stored in Stanbic. What basically this means is that a lot of people's monies are put together, and then the management of the fund invests it in low risk investments. So some of these low risk investments are Ghana bonds, treasury bills, corporate bonds, and fixed deposits. These are some of the lowest risk investments. I don't need to explain what all of them are, but all I can say is they are low risk compared to other types of investments. So since I invested in Digisave, I've only made a profit. I have not made a loss. I currently put 10,000 cedis in Digisave, and I've made a total profit of 1,700. I'll show on the screen here my account, and you can easily calculate the monthly earnings by checking the monthly tab, and then the first of the month, and then the current day. You subtract the current amount from the first of the month amount, and you get what you made in the last 30 days. That's how I calculate. And in Digisave, I'm currently making between 100 and 150 cedis a month. I'm not adding money monthly. I've just left the 10,000 there, and that is what I'm making every month, which is quite decent if you ask me. And I would recommend for anyone in Ghana who wants to invest. And if you want to withdraw, it usually takes about 24 hours. If you want it express, you pay a fee, which makes sense. You cannot go in and come out and go and come out. It's an investment. Things take time. So Digisave is one product I totally recommend because it hasn't made any loss for me. I've been with it for about 3 years. I started with just 1,000, 2,000 cedis, 3,000 cedis, and I currently, this year, I bumped it up to 10,000 cedis to see the returns, and I'm quite impressed. For a low risk, it's giving consistently low, decent income. Now let's go to the second package of Achieve, Eurobond Trust. Now with Eurobond Trust, my personal experience, I wouldn't recommend the Eurobond Trust. On paper, it looks good. If you go to the website and read about the fund and the percentage interest that they get and everything, it looks good, it looks fine. But on the ground, me investing money in Eurobonds, I've spent about 99% of my time on the app in the red. I just tried with 100 cedis, that's about $10, $9, and I'm currently about 87 cedis. So I've lost, not even 80, maybe 85. It has been between 80 and 90 for most of the time. So I've been in the red most of the time investing in Eurobonds. Now what does Eurobonds invest in? Or Achieve Eurobonds, what do they invest in? They usually invest in foreign government bonds that are backed by foreign currency. On paper, this is fantastic because, example, US government bonds, they are low risk. They are low risk investments. Now let me quickly just explain government bonds because I mentioned the Digisave and this. Government bonds is basically a government borrowing money from citizens. Let's say they borrow $1,000 from you and they tell you that every year we'll give you 10% as interest. So they keep the $1,000 and then 1 year passes, they give you 100. The second year passes 100, the third year passes 100, and then they give you your 10K principal at the end of it. That's the end of the bond. And it's safe because governments are stable. That is why on paper this is decent, but in reality I would not recommend Eurobonds Achieve. Now the third package, Global Tech. This is quite new. I think this got released this year. Global Tech invests in US or global tech stocks. It's basic. So Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, stocks like these, they invest in these, and then if they do well, the companies do well, you make a profit. Now I also tested this with 100 cedis, and also I ran at a loss for this, even when the stock was doing well, even when Nvidia was doing well, even when the S&P 500 was doing well, this stock was still in negatives. So I will not recommend. What I recommend is you invest directly in the US stock market. You can use Bamboo if you want easy user face, easy access for Africans. You can use Bamboo. You know, Bamboo charges $1 per transaction or per purchase, which is too much for me. Or you can use Interactive Brokers, what I currently use. Interactive Brokers has a deal with Wise, so you can send money from Wise to Interactive Brokers for free. So deposits and withdrawals are free between Interactive Brokers and Wise. So it's much better for you to invest in the US stock market yourself than to use a mutual fund like Global Tech. Even in the US, more people are like, it's better to buy ETFs than use a mutual fund, because the S&P 500, for example, beats 90-something% of financial investors or managers who try to pick individual stocks and manage for you. So yeah, Global Tech also, great idea, but as an experienced person who has navigated the internet waters and the investment waters, I'd invest directly in the US stock market instead of going through Achieve for that, because I'm in losses. Now let's go to the next one, the next and the final package, Plus Balance Fund. This portfolio includes bonds, equities, and real estate investments. On paper, again, this sounds beautiful, this sounds good. You're able to invest in things that bring profits, low to medium risk investments. But on the ground, it might be different, judging from my experience with Eurobonds and Global Tech. So you can try it. I'm not advising. Always do your due diligence before investing, and that's it. So these are the 4 packages Achieve offers. I recommend Achieve as an app because it has never given me any problem whatsoever. I like platforms and apps that do not give me issues. That one day you cannot log in, or the other day there's an excuse here, or there's a story here, or they close your account here. I don't like these things. I prefer comfort and peace, and Achieve has given me that. So totally recommend. If you want to sign up to Achieve, use my referral code. It's in the description below, and I'll also type it down here. It helps me. And thank you. If you have any questions, type them in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. Thank you if you made it this far. I appreciate it. And I'm back. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.